Right, well, here we are again on another beautiful sunny afternoon. Clear blue skies, little bits of white cloud, but nothing to worry about. And today's coffee shop, this was recommended to me by one of the managers called Joe. So thank you very much for that, Joe. And he is one of the managers at Hot Numbers, a cafe that, or a coffee shop that I'm going to visit very shortly. So stay tuned for that. But Joe recommended this in Letchworth Garden City. Okay, Letchworth Garden City. And let me just say, the flowers that I've seen on the way in, I can see why Letchworth Garden City gets the name Garden City. Well, one interesting fact that I learned by looking up the Garden City is that Letchworth Garden City was the location of the very first roundabout. So there you go, a little bit of information there for you. But today's coffee shop is called Vutie Beets. There you go, so that's the spelling, Vutie Beets. And I'm just stood outside across the road. In fact, let me show you. And goodness me, it's looking very busy on this lovely sunny afternoon. And I say afternoon, it's not even, it's probably around 11 o'clock or so. Now, one of the things that I've heard that makes this a very popular coffee shop is that it's also a vegan restaurant, or certainly a coffee shop that does vegan inspired meals. And secondly, they roast their own beans. And thirdly, they also bake their own bread. I mean, is there anything they don't do? So it'll be fantastic. First of all, to find out where the name Vutie Beets comes from. We'll see if we can speak to one of the owners or the managers. And yeah, just look at this, look. Fantastic. Busy as you like, or busy as you would like to be if you were running or owning a coffee shop. So there you go, so let's have a look inside and see what we can find.
Right, welcome again into the site, and here I am today in a beautiful market town. Well, no, it's not market town actually, or it might be, but I'm going to call it the Garden City town of Letchworth. And I was recommended to this particular coffee shop by one of the managers at Hot Numbers. So thank you very much, Joe. I took your recommendation and I've popped down. And let me tell you, I wouldn't have known that this place existed. I wouldn't have known that this place existed if it wasn't for you. How glad am I that I actually made the trip and eventually found it, because it is tucked away a little bit, but I eventually found it, and here we are today with the lovely Katie. Katie, how lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you
and
too.
First of all, what's your position here, Katie? What do you do?
I'm the cafe operations manager here.
Cafe operations manager. It sounds like a very, sounds quite executive.
Broad, dip into lots of different departments, but I like it that way.
A lot of pressure. Also, we say challenges, a lot of challenges.
I was going to say, because you've got such a good team, everyone takes their own share, so it's really a lovely job to have. Yeah.
How many staff work here, Katie, on a sort of shift roughly? When you're
on shift,
when you're doing okay, when you're running normal.
like a Saturday, probably about 8. On payroll, we've got about 18.
Have you? I have to say, I will just mention, it is Saturday, and yeah, very busy. And I had a bit of a job on trying to grab Katie away. I have to sort of keep my moments very
You've done well.
Yeah, I've done well. There you go, you heard it from Katie yourself. Right, Katie, first of all, a few questions. How long has it been here?
2019, I believe it began.
Just before COVID?
Just before COVID, yeah. Harry and his business partner Paul acquired the cafe from the old owners who called it Vutie Beets anyway. And originally it was just just that section over there.
Okay.
So you see where the beans are, it was literally just there. Lockdown happened and they thought, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Just bought a cafe. So they actually turned it into a greengrocers.
Right.
And that's how they got quite a lot of their customer base initially. As then when lockdown finished and everyone's allowed to go out again, people didn't actually realise it was a cafe initially, so we then had to get back into the swing of things there.
What was it before then? Was it a cafe before or not?
Yeah, that side was. I'm not sure what these, because this is actually 3 units.
Right.
So that was the cafe. Yeah, these were something else. Can't quite remember. But yeah, every year we've come across a little bit. Yeah.
It's quite a backstory, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about the name then? Where does the name? Let me just get this right. Vutie Beets.
Vutie Beets.
Vutie Beets, and I'll put that up on the screen there. It is like Vutie Beets. Where does that name come from? Or am I missing out? Does everybody know and I don't?
No, so the old owners, their surname was something Voot, I believe.
Right.
So they called it Vutie, and then Beets, it was vegan before. So I'm assuming they took it from beetroot. But yeah, as we've had it, we've kind of gone more into our brand, which is Level Ground Co. So Vutie Beets is now a Level Ground Co. cafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like beetroot?
Oh, I do. Not too much of it.
Yeah, it has some weird side effects.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you said, not me.
What about your background, Katie? Very roughly, I mean, where do you come from? Do you come from marketing? Do you come from, or are you going to say, no, this is my first job, I'm only 19?
No, so I'm actually a trained sports coach. So I used to work within primary schools, going around teaching them PE. From that, I moved more into a managerial setting and done more of the HR things.
Right.
So I trained up all the coaches, and then from there I went travelling, thought what do I actually enjoy, so when I come back I wanted to go straight back into cafes, because you dip into it between jobs, don't you, and I love it.
Have you ever had a customer come in who you've actually coached or trained or worked with?
Yeah.
Blimey, what does that mean? What does that feel like?
It's lovely, because then you just have a catch up about how they're doing. I actually had an apprentice who I knew lived in Letchworth, but I didn't know that he came here. So I remember at the time I was teaching him. I think he had his apprenticeship, and we got through it, and I haven't seen him since, as you do. So it was, really nice to see him.
You?
Yeah. He was like, Coach Katie. I said, oh,
Coach
hello.
Katie, is there a loyalty scheme?
Yeah, so we've got little coffee cards that you can get your 7th free.
You get your 7th free?
7th free. We've also got a coffee subscription. So we roast our own beans, and we've got quite a lot of beans out at the moment. But if people, if you regularly are buying beans, once per month, you can actually go on the website and get the subscription where you save 15%. So it's worth you doing. There's other subscriptions, if you're a filter coffee drinker and prefer it black, you can cycle through all the filter coffees.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then you just come pick it up in store. Everything's prepaid for you.
Fantastic.
So yeah, 2 little coffee clubs.
Do you do anything for people who bring their own cups?
Yeah, 10% off.
So you get 10% off if you bring your own cup?
Yeah, if you bring your own cup, or if you want your beans topped up, if you bring a reusable tin. I think we've had 3 people in this morning that bring their own glass jars. We fill it up, and then they get 10% off that as well.
Listen, what about yourself, Katie, coffee-wise? Do you like coffee? And if so, what's your favourite coffee drink?
Okay, so ordinarily I would say Mabili Twiga, so it's a pea bean from Tanzania. It's just got lots of notes that I quite like. I like autumn, and it's got notes of gingerbread, marzipan in there.
So you're not a cheap date, Katie.
No, I know.
What's going on?
But because I'm pregnant at the moment, I've been drinking decaf, which is wine. Yeah, so it's notes of chocolate, toffee, which is also quite sweet. Yeah, so that's been my go-to recently.
You say you're pregnant. Has your coffee taste changed during pregnancy? Have you suddenly found that the coffee you like, you're thinking, oh my goodness, I can't cope with that? Or has it stayed the same?
There's some things, like I've been drinking a lot more like colder coffee.
Right.
I don't drink lattes as much anymore, so I'm more on the Americanos or like an iced Americano, iced latte.
It's not started to give you indigestion or anything like that?
No, and I hope it doesn't, otherwise I'll be very upset.
Right. It's something that you want to continue even after the birth, you want to carry on. So if you lost the taste for coffee after you'd given birth,
I'd lose myself.
you'd lose yourself. Let's have a look. Now then, workshops. Do you do? I went to a coffee shop. Well, it was actually the coffee shop that recommended you guys here.
Yeah.
And they said, ask them about their workshops.
Yes.
Now, I wasn't too sure what they meant about that. Do you do things for the general public? So could I come and be trained as a barista, even if I don't want to be a barista, but I can still come and do the training as a member of the public, sign up and have some training, or what is it that you offer?
Yeah, so because we got our own roastery, we can do roasting classes. So we've done a couple over the last few months. That's 8 people per class. They were both fully booked and they went down really well. So people can roast their own coffee. I think they got 5 kg of coffee that they could take home with them.
Right.
And then they also had to go on our Lamazocca Strada machine.
Right.
So yeah, that was the roasting class. We also got a cupping class coming up.
When you say cupping class, what does that mean? What do you mean?
So it's where we have different coffees ground, and then people can swirl it around their mouth. It's a bit like you know how you do wine tasting. Yeah. But coffee's got 800 times more flavour notes than wine anyway. So it's a great course. Yeah.
Can they find out all about this on your website?
Yes. Yeah. Everything's online under our events section. So our next one.
So there is the website, and because we're on social media, are you on social media?
We are indeed.
So you're on Instagram?
Yes.
There's the Instagram. And are you on Facebook?
On Facebook.
There's the Facebook. So everything they want to know about
us, what we do.
Struggling and I've gone quiet because it's the name that's not familiar.
Vutie Beets.
Vutie Beets. Anything they want to find out about Vutie Beets,
yes,
they can either go on the website, they can keep up with everything that's happening is it changed every day on the social media? Are you updated every day on Instagram?
Yeah, so we do 3 posts a week, but we also have our daily stories on there, and as new events come online, we direct people that way so they can book.
So you have no chance, you have no excuse for not knowing what's going on here at Vutie Beets, because they've got it all covered.
It's all there.
And who takes care of that, Katie? Do you upload stuff as well?
Partially me, Harry, the director, and our social media manager, Sable. She does that as well. Yeah.
Fantastic. What was your favourite drink then? Your coffee drink? Did you say Americano?
Oh, right now Americano. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, a little bit of oat milk on the side.
A little bit of oat milk.
Yeah.
And do they do a very good one here, Katie?
Amazing.
Of course they do, Katie. What about tea drinkers? Are they welcome in here, or would you have to look at them and perhaps put on some gloves and a mask? Or
no, not at all. Yeah, very welcome. We've got a great selection of teas. We use Joe's teas.
Is that loose tea or is that tea bag?
Tea bag, yeah, tea bag. I think Joe's local as well. We've got quite a big selection of the teas.
Do you do loose tea?
No, not here.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
So you don't do loose tea.
No.
Is there a reason for that, or is it just something you don't do? You don't think it's too messy, or?
I don't know. I think the Joe's teas is working really well.
Oh, it's a company thing.
Yeah.
It's a client.
Yeah, I think the flavours have been going down great. The customers got used to it, so yeah.
Happy with what they've got.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Literally no complaints, no reason to change. Yeah.
Right then, what about dogs?
Oh, we love dogs.
Let's have a go. Here I come with my big St. Bernard, and he's got his big barrel under his neck, and it's full of coffee because he loves coffee. Can I bring him in? Do I have to sit outside?
Yeah, we welcome like all well-behaved dogs.
Well-behaved dogs, that's the key thing.
Yeah, so like our owner Harry, he's got 2 dogs. I'm sure you'll see them in a bit. I've got a dog as well called Rio. He's a lab husky. He's always in. But if you look around today, I'm sure like there's 2 dogs outside already. Yeah, but we welcome them.
This is new to me. I've only found this out since I've been doing this new channel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do
puppy cappuccinos or
Cappuccinos?
doggy whatever treats?
Yes.
Did you say yes?
Yes, we do. You've got to. You can't be dog friendly and not do them.
Right. What's your big seller with the dogs?
Oh.
Do you do dog ice cream, did you say?
We don't do it with dog ice cream, we do cappuccinos. So we'll literally do a little espresso cup with dairy-free cream and...
I can't believe how excited you're getting. Listen to you, look. And they like that?
Love it. Lap it up.
Here's my next question then. You're going to tell me now, or I'm going to say, do you get dogs running away from home, literally sitting outside?
Oh,
look at your face.
can you imagine?
Sitting outside the door waiting for you to open.
No, but can you imagine? They'll be rehomed in a second with all the girls here.
You must get dogs that literally, as they're walking by with their owners must be thinking, oh no, because they know their dog's going to stop and look this way.
Nowhere to find them if they go missing.
What a fantastic piece of marketing you've got there, isn't it? Right, brilliant. I mean, it's something that I didn't know about, but I'm beginning to find it quite amusing.
Yeah.
Roastery.
Yes.
So you obviously grind your own coffee.
Yeah, well, we roast our own coffee. Then
roast your own coffee, sorry.
Yeah. And then we've got quite a lot of beans out at the moment.
How many different types of bean do you do?
Oh, we've literally just put some more out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 currently. We've just added 3 more. So we normally name the bean after something like Letchworth based.
Oh right, okay.
Our whole level ground company is actually based off of Letchworth and the community, like LGC is Level Ground Co, Letchworth Garden City.
Right.
So it's like linking it all back to the community here. Like Wind, the name of our decaf, is the name of the street that we're on. Number 26 is our house roast.
How do you feel? Well, it's a little bit like the coffee, the tea drinkers. How do you feel about people who come to the counter and go, do you do decaf?
I do brilliant decaf.
I can't believe you just said that.
No, not at all. I feel like decaf gets a really bad rep sometimes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give it a bad rep. I just found it amusing.
No, and it can be great coffee. Like I said, I've been drinking it for the past 5 months, and I have zero
for people who like
complaints.
coffee for its taste, isn't it? That's the thing. I think that's the misconception. You know, a lot of us think, oh, I like a nice coffee. Well, if you tell me you like the taste, then the caffeine element of it really has not got that much to do with it. You know, and it's
exactly.
I did once speak to somebody who told me that if you can't stand the spoon up in your cup of coffee, then it's not very good and it's not going to keep you awake. And I thought, do you actually work in a coffee shop or are you just selling people charcoal?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't work it out.
Howard.
There's still a myth and a misconception about coffee.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, decaf. I think if you like the flavours,
Yes.
you're probably going to taste more of the flavours, aren't you? And find out what coffee you actually do like.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So tell me that you're going to go back to real coffee after the pregnancy.
it's all real coffee. If you think about it, decaf's actually more useful for the world because you take the caffeine out and then it can be used for like medication and whatever really.
So looking around, what would you say roughly for people, say there's someone blind or short-sighted who can't see the video but they can hear your voice, how would you describe then roughly in 2 or 3 words the sort of feel, the atmosphere, the vibe that you've created? How would you sum that up?
Quite relaxed, welcoming, very open-minded, very honest, like it is what you see.
Just from the open-minded now, Katie. I'm not trying to catch you out.
Go on.
I do believe it is a vegan coffee shop, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like a good steak.
Okay. No.
Right. So I'm not vegan. Not for any reason. Just that I'm not.
It's just your preference.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have had. I think I had vegan bolognese once, and I liked that.
Yeah.
So being a non-vegan,
Go ahead. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Can I come in, or are you just gonna? Can you spot me?
You're banned at the door.
Get out.
No, of course. We've actually got quite a big customer base who aren't vegan.
Right.
We like to say that we do great food and drink that happens to be vegan. Yeah, so we actually have quite a lot of families that come in who their children have allergies, maybe like milk or lactose intolerant, and they know that whatever they look at on the cake cabinet is okay for them. So parents quite like that flexibility as well.
And again, all this is on the menu and on their social media sites. So that's fantastic. You've cleared that up. Do you know what? I'm gonna wrap this up now, Katie, because I think I'm lucky enough to be able to have a chat with one of the owners, Honor Harry.
Yes,
and Harry apparently is obsessed, isn't he, with roastery, coffee, and that'll be fantastic. So Harry's going to join us in a second. Katie's going to have to go in a minute because I don't know if you've noticed, Katie's heavily pregnant at the moment, aren't you, Katie?
I am.
Would you say that working in a coffee shop, or working in this particular coffee shop, people recognise you when you're out and about in the town?
Yeah.
And is that one of the joys, do you think, of working in this environment?
Yeah, it's got a great community feel to it, and we do have a lovely customer base as well. The fact that you can be out and about and people say, "Oh, hi Katie, how are you doing today?" Customers asking, like, for me, how I'm getting on my pregnancy. It's beautiful.
You haven't got very long to go, have you? We're talking minutes, aren't we?
We've got a couple of months, and then little baby girl will be joining us.
So we're going to wrap it up with Katie, okay? And the next one we'll do the one with Harry. I'm sure Harry will tell us all about the roastery, all about coffee beans, all about the shop, and lots of other things besides. Katie, it's been an absolute joy to be here.
Yes, you too.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm thinking of going vegan. I don't know what that means, but
do it. You'll never look back.
I do like a challenge, but no, it's been an absolute joy. You've got a fantastic place here. I mean, why wouldn't you want to work here? It's been fantastic. Lovely to meet you, Katie, and I wish you all the best with your impending birth.
Thank you.
No problem.
Cool.
Right, let's cut that. Here's the mic.
Yes.
I'm going to have a question for Harry. I might have to come back when he's... Right, well, that was the lovely Katie. What a fantastic person to manage to get a conversation from, and what a great ambassador for the company here at Vutie Beets. What we didn't touch on, but I'm sure it does explain on their website, is that they are licensed and they do a hell of a lot of special events. And I know you won't mind me saying this, although I know that people who do this normally get a little bit embarrassed and don't sort of sing their own praises, but they do a hell of a lot of work for charity. And again, all those charities and charity events and what have you are all on the website, so do take the time and have a good old look at that. So here we go then. Would I recommend it? 100%, of course I would. I'd come here again and I would thoroughly recommend it without a shadow of a doubt. Is there any possibility of me becoming a vegan? Not really, but as Katie said, they do unbelievable food here that just happens to be vegan, and I think that's probably one of the best ways of describing it, really. They do fantastic food. They've got a great menu. They're always updating it and trying new things. I was blown away by Katie and all the other staff, the surroundings, and the coffee as well. So if you're ever in Letchworth Garden City, remember, the place of the very first roundabout, why don't you come and seek them out? If it's a sunny day, sit outside. They've got a fabulous outside seating area. If it's not too good for sitting outside, come and sit inside. There's a lovely, vibrant feel about the entire place. Now you've got no excuse, have you? So as always, keep moving forward, keep drinking coffee, and bye for now.